What is going on, everybody? It is me again. It's HorrorFan34, and welcome to another video. And I know it's been 3 weeks since I did a video, but I was still battling a little bit of the lingering remnants of a cold, and it was really kicking my ass. And but I'm back to 100% now. I got a lot of videos coming up for you guys, and but I figured for this one I show you guys a little Blu-ray and DVD update. I have 4 Blu-rays to show, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 DVDs. So I got 10 things to show you guys. Just a little, sort of like a medium-sized update, I guess you would say. So I'll start with the Blu-rays first, and then I'll get on to the DVDs. I'll just say it right here. A lot of these Blu-rays and DVDs. I went a little Robin Williams spree because I wanted to get more films of his in my collection, so I found some ones for really good price. So that's like most of the stuff in this update, actually, is some Robin Williams stuff, but I'll get to those. But the first Blu-ray that I'm going to show you guys is one that I was really happy to see finally got an official release, because the DVD of this has been out of print for so many years, and Vinegar Syndrome finally got their hands on this. And, of course, that is Fade to Black. Fade to Black, I've talked about this film before in the past. This is a really cool sort of like psychological horror thriller where basically you have Dennis Christopher, who plays a guy who is kind of a loner guy. He's kind of like an outcast. He works at like this like warehouse where they make rolls of film, and he gets picked on by people at work and things like that, and he ends up meeting this like Marilyn Monroe sort of like looking girl, and she by accident doesn't show up for their date that they're supposed to go on to the movies, because he was going to go take her to a movie. She honestly forgot, but he thinks that she turned him down, and then that kind of makes him lose his mind, and then he basically goes out as different characters in movies and starts killing people. So there's a point where he goes out as, you know, as Hopalong Cassidy, and he kills Mickey Rourke, a very young Mickey Rourke. He goes out as, you know, Boris Karloff's The Mummy, and goes out as Bela Lugosi's Dracula. Like, he goes out as, like, these different horror characters or different movie characters. Kind of an interesting idea, and I think Vinegar Syndrome did a good job on the release. Has tons of features, has a commentary with Dennis Christopher, has interviews on here with some of the other actors, couple more commentaries with like the like a couple of film historians, has an interview with Dennis Christopher. But really glad to see Vinegar Syndrome finally gave that a official release, and now it's not out of print anymore. Now we're getting on to some of the Robin Williams films that I got to get into my collection, because I wanted to collect more of his movies, because I do have quite a few of them, but I didn't have some of them, so I figured I'd add to them, and I found them for good price. So the first one on Blu-ray, Awakenings. Really good drama with him and Robert De Niro, where Robin Williams plays a doctor who works with these catatonic patients. One of them is Robert De Niro, and they discover this drug that it can like snap them out of a catatonic state, but it's only for a short while. I'll tell you, a very sad movie at the same time, but it's so well done. Directed by Penny Marshall. This is right after she did Big with Tom Hanks. Really good cast as well. You have Robert De Niro, Robin Williams, John Hurd, Julie Kavner, who's Marge Simpson on The Simpsons, Penelope Ann Miller from The Relic. You have Max von Sydow, may he rest in peace. Same thing with John Hurd. Max von Sydow, of course, Father Merrin from The Exorcist, among many other movies. Flash Gordon. But definitely a very solid drama for Robin Williams. And along with this one, too, on Blu-ray, Good Will Hunting. Definitely, and, you know, this is the one that Robin Williams won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. And, I mean, what more can you say about Good Will Hunting? It has a lot of really nice features. It has a 4-part making-of documentary. You have a commentary with the director, as well as Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, who won also the Oscar for Best Screenplay. I mean, this is just a fantastic flick. Good Will Hunting. And now this one I was really happy to get. I finally have these now for my Stallone collection, and that is the heavyweight collection of the Rocky films on Blu-ray. I got this for like $15. Not, I tell you what, that's a pretty good price for considering you get all 6 of the Rocky movies. I mean, I'm not going to go in depth about this because me and my buddies, Alex, Rob, Dan, and even Julie, who guest starred on our show for that, we covered all the Rocky films in 2 separate episodes. So if you want to go check those out, go to my buddy Alex 2.0's channel, and you want to hear about more in-depth thoughts about the Rocky films, then you can go to there. But I really like the way the set looks. I'm just really glad to have that now for my Stallone collection. Okay, so that was all the Blu-rays. Now, for the rest of these, the next 3 are more Robin Williams films, and then the next 3 are miscellaneous or just like random ones. But for more Robin Williams that I got, found this one for cheap, Moscow on the Hudson, which I know there's a Blu-ray of this, but it's out of print from Twilight Time, and it goes for like $35, and the DVD was only like $9, so I'm fine with just having the DVD of it. But this is the one where Robin Williams plays a guy who's part of like this Soviet circus who plays the saxophone, and he goes to the U.S. to see what it's like living in America and things like that. It's such a well done movie. You also have Maria Conchita Alonso from The Running Man and Predator 2, and I mean, just a really solid one of the early Robin Williams films. Along with this one, this is actually one of the Robin Williams films I have never yet seen, so I'm really, really curious to give this a look. This is the year before he did Moscow on the Hudson, The Survivors. Him and Walter Matthau. Directed by Michael Ritchie. This is the same guy that directed The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy. I believe he did both the Fletch films with Chevy Chase. And he also did The Scout with Brendan Fraser and Albert Brooks. Yeah, this is one of those Robin Williams films I have not yet seen before. And I like Robin Williams and I like Walter Matthau. So I was really interested in seeing how these two play off one another. And I'm really a big fan of Michael Ritchie as a director. So I'm really looking forward to giving this a look. Seeing what it's like. And the last Robin Williams film that I got is a really fun one. Another one of his real early ones. This is an 86, Club Paradise. Really good cast as well. You have Robin Williams, you have Peter O'Toole, Rick Moranis, you have Jimmy Cliff and Twiggy, Adolph Caesar, Eugene Levy, Joanna Cassidy. You also have Andrea Martin, Brian Doyle Murray from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and a lot of other movies. Directed by Harold Ramis. Basically, Robin Williams is a firefighter. He goes to the Caribbean to open a club and all the stuff that happens. Really fun movie, Club Paradise. Okay, that's all the end of the Robin Williams stuff. Now we're getting on to the last 3 here. The next one here that I got is In the Army Now with Pauly Shore. I always thought this was Pauly Shore's last good movie, in my opinion, because then after this, Biodome and Jerry Duty are But In the Army Now, I think, is a lot of fun. You have Pauly Shore, Lori Petty, Andy Dick, David Alan Grier. Directed by Daniel Petrie Jr., the same guy that directed Toy Soldiers, did this film. But a fun comedy, In the Army Now. Here's another one that I have not yet seen before. I was really curious about this film because I like the main 3 actors, and it's called Whatever It Takes. Has Don the Dragon Wilson, Andrew Dice Clay, and Fred Williamson. Basically, it's about like you have Don the Dragon Wilson and Andrew Dice Clay as these 2 detectives that go undercover to expose there's a trafficking of steroids going on that are being sold. Fred Williamson is the villain. Yeah, this is one of those films I haven't seen, and I like these 3 guys. Really curious to give a look and see how those 3 play off one another. And the last one here that I got for another Pauly Shore movie, of course, it's my favorite of his, Son-in-Law. I think I showed this, might have been in another update, but I figured I'd just show it for this one again. But really fun comedy. I mean, what more can I say about it? So that's pretty much all the Blu-rays and DVDs that I've gotten. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.